Hi, everyone. I'm speaking to Priscilla Bilavendran today. It's such a pleasure to be able to get Priscilla's thoughts about her upcoming talk at Global Testing Retreat 2022. Priscilla is a test engineer currently working with Millennium IT Services in Malaysia with more than a decade of experience in quality assurance. And today I'm very privileged to talk to her about her talk at Global Testing Retreat, The Unuttered and the Unaware Unconscious Biases. Priscilla, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us today. Please, if you would like to introduce yourself briefly.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Samya. It's been an honor and pleasure to be here. And this talk is something special to my heart as well. So thank you so much for the speaker interview to let people know about like how I landed into this topic. So just a brief introduction about me. As you see, you can call me Priscilla Bilavendran. And I'm an Indian, and most of the things how happen with Indian women. After marriage, I had to move along with my husband. So that's why I was landed in Malaysia. And for more than past 3 years, I'm associated with Millennium, and my current role is like a team leader. I would say it's not manager, so I always like this word leader. So I like to work along with my team. So we focus more towards API testing and API test automation. So that's what we do as part of testing. And because of my overall 10 years of decade of experience into testing, I was so fortunate enough to start as a functional tester, and then I had quite a bit of experience with ETL, EDI, and also with automation, and finally it's with API testing. And other than that, so some other personal stuff which I would say, like, of course I do read. I'm not an avid reader, but I'll try to push myself and I'll try to read. And I do watch other than the normal TV programs, I do watch Netflix. And so other than that, some interesting facts is like I strongly believe in communities. So I started from my entire community thing from Postman community. Then I started being part of different testing communities, and I get a chance to meet testers from around the world. Other than that, I do mentoring, 3 mentoring sessions, especially focused more towards women or and the mothers who are looking for a job after their maternity break. I used to guide them in API testing to get a job. That's pretty much about me. I see it's quite interesting. Or how do you feel? Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's so amazing to know about everything you're doing, and particularly what you're doing to support women, women in tech. I think need a lot of encouragement, and it's amazing to know how much you're doing to that cause. Thank you, Priscilla, for the
Thank
introduction,
you.
and really exciting topic. And may I say something? I'm quite curious and very excited to know more about unconscious biases. Please, if you'd like to tell a little bit more about your talk and why testers should attend it.
Sure, sure. So when I was promoted to this role of team leader, I was really worried, like whether I'll be able to handle all the people equally in my team, because that is normal human mindset where you might get a chance to get biased to someone or in some decisions. So that is where I really got my interest in this topic. And then I got to know, like, it's all about training your brain. Like, most of the things, your decisions are very quicker. Like, even if you see, it's just human tendency. I'm not like complaining people here. It's a human thing. We're all not saints and we're all human. So when a person is crossing by, or when you see someone, just in a fraction of a second, we judge them very fast, right? So we don't know what's happening in their life or what they have gone through. We never know that. So just in a fraction of a second, we judge people very fastly. What happens is, like, there are a lot of adverse effects on this biasing. When you make a quicker judgments like this, you might lose a very good friendship. You might lose a very good colleague. You might not even get an opportunity to work with a person when you're interviewing based on your judgments. If you are making it very faster, you might really lose a good team member as well in your team. Like, so it has very adverse effects starting from your personal to professional life. It affects in various stages. So what I'm trying to explain here is, like, just to create an awareness first. That's the first step, right? Until you know about anything, we will not make any step towards that. So first step here is, like, to make an awareness, like, these biases exist. you unknowingly or knowingly, you guys are taking a very faster decision and you have to correct it. So first one is like creating an awareness about all these biases, because most of the biases are unconscious, Soumya. That is again the worrying part. Like whether knowing, without knowing, we are taking those biases and those judgments are affecting us. So just to create an awareness. So creating an awareness, the second step is like there are lots and lots of types of biases. We can't even imagine. So I'll just give a brief introduction about the major or the frequent biases which we are facing through, and then I'll explain them how this is going to affect your life, starting from your personal and professional life, how it's going to affect you. And as a tester and as a test lead, as a test manager, how it's going to affect your team and your team harmony, because it's that important. Like your team should be very happy and they should actually coordinate and collaborate and work together, right? And as a team manager or a team leader, you should be a facilitator there. So your decisions should not influence them as well. So just to give them a brief introduction, and I believe it's not just about to enhance their professional life, Soumya. It will definitely give them a new perception to see things after this, starting from a very simple thing which is happening. So this new perception will definitely give them a better peace, I would say inner peace. And together, I believe if everybody is making these changes, right, we'll have lesser qualms. Like no, people will have a very good inner peace and the quality of life. I strongly believe that. So overall, this is I know this is a greater message, but everything starts as a small point, right? So I am utilizing. Your conference to start off this point from my side and to give this message to our testing community, especially.
Brilliant. Priscilla, thank you so much. I think this is the message to all of the audience. Please do join if these aspects matter to you, which I genuinely believe do in every team. These are very universal aspects. Good relationships, good understanding in a team is pivotal to a team's success. So no matter what role you play in a team, please do join this talk, because it's going to give you so much insight about these unconscious biases and the judgments that can lead to many decisions that we make in our work life. So thank you very much, Priscilla, for giving an overview of the talk. We are really excited and looking forward to your session. And thanks for your time again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.